One is the spiritual empowerment. Spirituality gives you a lot of confidence. I am not saying that you are religious, but you have to be very God fearing. And once you are God fearing, you become God-like. I always say that it is not the uh, aptitude which matters, it is the attitude which matters. If you have the right attitude to work in sincerity, honestly, dedication, passion, and sometimes we work for money. Money is a byproduct that is bound to come one way or the other. I always say that you should just work with passion, you know, and money is your byproduct. You are bound to get dividend. In my initial stage of my career, I used to blush asking for my money from my client, but everybody gave me, you know, and never say, किसी ने कहा, क्या लोगे? मैंने कहा जो दोगे, you know. And people, my client used to come after 10-15 days, either cash, check, they will give me. Because yes, they know that this person is working for me. Once the honesty, dedication is there, the sky is the limit. I will only work, आज पेमेंट नहीं दी कल मैं काम रोक दूंगा, नो. तो मैं तो फिर काम करूंगा ना, मैं करता रहूंगा, उसको शर्म आ जाएगी, वो पैसे दे के जाएगा. Through the practice from a small bits and bits, I just evolved through small house. I got first to design in a DTC bus, you know. Somebody just told me. I went to the site and did the renovation. From there, we did a lot of houses, from houses to factories, factories to then we started growing. In a sense, then you start doing competing with the world and do the design competitions, so show your confidence. And God has been very kind, and He's put so many things in my basket, you know. Once you are absolutely clear that you are not doing any bad practices, you are not doing any corrupt practices, you are absolutely into your profession, then definitely God helps you, and that is what it is all about.
What qualities we should have to stay on top of the profession like you?
Qualities means you need to be very holistic. Once you are making any project, a house or a micro to micro level, a large or a small project, everything should be concerned to you. It's like money, it's like quality, it's like optimization, it's like ownership. You know, it's not that I just do a segmented work and I say, oh, my role is only as a visualizer to design. There you become a project manager, you also try to become a construction manager, a quality manager, a financial manager. Thinking as a mother of the child, trying to make the design, then I'll be conscious about everything. And that is how a great child can be born. Mother is selfless, but she gets the affection. By the time she gets that affection of the child, her job is finished. So success can be without problems. We were doing Raipur airport, the column got broke. You know, there were many more things which were there. The alignment, misalignment between the column below and the truss was apart by 1.2 meters. 1200 mm, the column below and the truss was not in a line. It was like this. And when he wanted to put it here, he used a crane and put the bolt here. By virtue of their thrust, the column broke. First of all, shield my baby and do not make it public. So first thing what the client, we and the contractor did, we barricaded everything. So it should not become a news. And government work and something news becomes, then you are into the news and you cannot do the project. So we sat there, we got the complete column broken, we inspected the whole thing, then suggested the client and the contractor to this mitigations. So once we were able to do some mitigation in the column and some mitigation in the structure, and then we put them both together in the alignment. And now once you go there, because I have told you, then now you go to Raipur, you might see, oh, this angle is not proper. But otherwise, it's absolutely, the visibility is 100% okay. And it has won 5 times the best airport in India, Raipur Airport. These things will come, but we must have to resolve them in a very professional manner. It's your destiny. We have our village in near Islamabad in Rawalpindi.
I see.
So my father came here. He got married in 1948 after independence here, and we were in that tent in living in पुराना किला. वो पुराने किले में हमें refugee camp में हम रहते थे, तो वहीं पे मैं पैदा हुआ. After that, those tents, the government then got converted them into barracks with asbestos sheet roof. And I grew also school आ गया वहाँ पे. फिर मैंने पहली क्लास पढ़ी, दूसरी पढ़ी. By that time, the government could get hold of refugee colonies in Delhi. And the claim came, कि आपका वहाँ पे property था, तो आपको claim मिला, तो आपको यहाँ मिल गया. Then we got some plot in Lajpat Nagar, Amar Colony. Then we came there and started building up. And then my father was he did his graduation BA from Rawalpindi. So he got a job here. So we started struggling and then getting hold of it. And then it was my father who said, okay, yaar, engineering karenge, good hai, acha hai. So then somebody told him that, yeah, there is another profession which is called as architecture. वो नक्शे बनाते हैं, तो वो भी देखो. तो मैंने कहा ठीक है. Then my father took me to one of this Kuki Mathur, if you know him. Kuki Mathur, architect who did Chanakya Cinema, earlier one which got demolished. So I got training from him because there is an aptitude test in SPA, for entrance examination. That was different. Only for SPA, separate test was there. Now it is NATA. तो वो मैंने किया. Incidentally, I got good marks in that after training from Kuki Mathur. And all the 5 years, it's like, then I got merit scholarship, because first 5 used to get scholarship. So 75 rupees per month I used to get. और 20 रुपए हमारी फीस होती थी उस दिनों में. तो 20 रुपए फीस हम जमा करा देते थे. उसके बाद में जिसको स्कॉलरशिप मिलती उसकी फीस भी माफ हो जाती थी. तो मैं पढ़ा यहाँ पे बिल्कुल फ्री, मतलब विद गॉड्स ग्रेस. एंड फिर हो गया, आगे भी चलते रहे बस. Actual jump came when we came to airports. The scale changed. The biggest project, the Chennai project, initially it was a global competition. We won that. We didn't know ABC about airports. We learned many things from Gensler, because they were our co-partners. We had 38 consultants. So that was probably a shift from core architecture to infrastructure architecture. Then we have done more than 20 airports, 20 railway stations, metro, intermodality, many more city planning, then many more things came in.
The next thing is that you are probably a different leader than other architects. The reason is, in this COVID situation, you came out of the home, went to distribute food to the people who are on the street, stranded laborers. But probably you are the only architect who came out of the comfort zone, taking risk and serving food to the stranded laborers and all. So it was great thing to see other side of your leadership.
That's I would say that is the success.
Yeah. Okay.
Humanity. You need to be human first, then a professional. And in case you find, this human character, in a sense that I start looking for others, that is sharing. And in case we are able to share, because then what happens, now I am not possessive. Once I become possessive, and then I become an individual.
Now I want to go to this Gurdwara and then the Sikh community. I'm just surprised, how they are, they give free food, hundreds and hundreds of people, thousands of people, not only at the time of crisis, but also every Sunday or Monday they do eat. What is there, I have never seen, in Nepal, nobody gives free food, even in temple and everything. I don't see. But what is that? There are hundreds of people are working to serve inside the Gurdwara, preparing food and serving and all. How that came inside this Sikh community? What is that?
The philosophy of Guru Nanak. You know, एक है कि नाम जपना. You understand हिंदी आ जाती है ना आपको?
A little.
हिंदी है नाम जपना, वंश छकना और किरत करना. 3 things. Kirat means do your action, do your karma, अपना काम करना है. You have to work. And second is, that is sharing. You share. That share is langar. And that is what share is, that you go to a Gurdwara, you will see somebody doing seva and taking your shoes. Somebody is cleaning the floor. Someone is doing something else. So that makes you nearer to the Almighty, and your ego that you are the doer, that reduces. Maybe, and then that is what, because sharing with others, community sharing is to find God in somebody else. Religion do not say that you hate other religion. Any great religion is where you respect the other religion, then they say, oh, when once I start respecting your religion, you will say, oh, you are great. But if suppose I start hating your religion, then that's not a religion. That is fanaticism. So that is what is perhaps a small community of this Guru Nanak's philosophy is nothing that you do not need to be segmented. You has to be holistic, and you need to look universe as your religion, and not to be a small segmented and create hatred.
Yeah.
I take it this way, that you should not think that you are a leader, first of all. And because you have to, a leader perhaps is the person who can lead people, take people along, because leader cannot be without people. So leadership quality is, how do you embrace people that they come forward with you, and then you get more leaders. It's a multiplicity of people where the leadership quality comes. It's not the individual. Hitler, probably, I do not take as a leader, because anything should, but if we say Buddha is a leader, Guru Nanak is a leader, because these people took all people together, and they never manifested anything or superimposed anything on anybody. So that is what the adoration of the mankind will provide a leadership like Mahatma Gandhi.
Yeah.
Those people are the leaders.
Yeah. So you have answered great. I mean, you said that you are not very educated and all, but you have said all the theories of leadership from your experiences. You are more than a doctorate in terms of experience. I have observed some of your leadership qualities. That is, number one, you are approachable, easily approachable. Number two, you are accessible. You look humble. And you are smiling all the time. That's a good thing. And you go out to serve the people during the time of COVID. And you are a great teacher. Despite your busyness, you go to the colleges, universities, and inspire students. So I have understood that you have a lot of leadership qualities. You have so much of experience in leadership. I think we all learned from today, so it was so great.